What's up guys, TechTine here, and I am back again with a brand new video. So before I begin this video, as always, I want to thank you all so much for watching this one. If you enjoy my content, make sure you leave a thumbs up. Also make sure you're subscribed to the channel for more content. Okay, so in today's video we're going to be reviewing the Samsung Galaxy A21, and this is going to be my 6-month review. So let's get started, and we're gonna start talking about the back of the phone. So the back is made entirely out of glossy plastic, which some might call cheap. To be honest, it doesn't really bother me. They do try to resemble glass. It's not glass, however. And the back actually has a unique feature. So if you shine it under sunlight at the right conditions, you can actually get this kind of cool beam effect, which some people might like. It's a nice look. However, I do have to say, it's best to slap a clear case on it, or a case in general, because it is a fingerprint magnet. And also on the back you have a couple of things. So you have your quad camera setup, you have your LED flash, as well as a fingerprint sensor. And Samsung made sure to put the word quad camera on the side, just so that you'll know. And I did an extensive review on the camera. I'll leave it in the description below. I'm also going to talk about the camera a little bit in this video. Okay, so on the front you have your front-facing camera, which is hole punched into the screen of the phone. And speaking of screen, so this is a 6.5-inch 720p panel, so it's 1600 by 720p, not the sharpest thing in the world. And to be honest, looking back at the Galaxy A20, it's kind of a downgrade if you think about it. However, it's a decent display. It's quality. I mean, it's Samsung. It is an IPS panel. It's not an OLED, and it is 720p. But it's a large screen, and a lot of people like that. So if you also look on the side of the phone, you'll find out that the camera protrudes quite a bit. So this phone will rock back and forth if you set it on a table or a flat surface in general. Now, on the bottom of the phone, you have a couple of things. So you have your headphone jack, you have a microphone, you have your USB-C charging port, as well as your bottom-facing speaker. Now, the speaker is loud. It's not the loudest thing I've ever heard, but it's definitely loud for a bottom-facing speaker. On the side, you have your power button as well as your volume up and down. So they are more tactile than the previous generation, which is the Galaxy A20. However, they're still plastic at the end of the day, and they're not as tactile as some other phones with plastic mesh around them. So on the top, you also have a microphone. Okay, so now let's talk about the cameras. So here's how it goes. So you have a quad camera setup, like I said. So you first have your 16 megapixel standard wide lens at f1.8. You have an 8 megapixel f2.2 at ultra wide, and you have a 2 megapixel macro as well as a 2 megapixel depth sensor. And the TLDR behind the camera is this. First of all, the camera app is how you would expect from Samsung. If you used Samsung devices before, simple, straight to the point. Pull out, turn on the camera, snap, shoot, boom. As far as photo quality goes, again, I did an extensive review, link in the description. This camera produces nice shots under great lighting condition. So if your lighting conditions is dim, then don't expect much out of the camera. But overall, it's a good camera for the price, of course. Now, as far as specs goes, here's your spec sheet. So you have an octa-core processor, so 4 cores clocked at 2.3 gigahertz, and the other 4 are clocked at 1.8 gigahertz. You also have 32 gigabytes of standard storage, as well as 3 gigabytes of RAM. Now, this phone is not really meant to be a powerhouse or anything crazy like that. However, it performs like you would expect from these types of specs, right? Samsung also sped up the animation so the phone would seem faster than it actually is. So opening up daily apps, multitasking, things like that are snappy and are quick, which is nice to see. Now, as far as gaming goes and things like that, I mean, you can game, right? You can game, but definitely set a certain expectation. This phone will first thermal throttle, so it will get hot. The battery will suffer due to that. And yeah, that's as far as specs go. Now, my bottom line regarding the Galaxy A21. So first, this phone is, if you're coming from the A20, which by now a lot of people are experiencing slowdowns in their devices, lagging, and I don't know, Samsung devices have had a history regarding that. So definitely I think it's time to upgrade. The A21 is not a bad upgrade. You do get a much better camera system. You get a bigger display. It's not as good in as far as quality because the A20 did have an OLED screen. However, this IPS panel is still quality. It's bigger screen, so take of that what you will. And again, overall, as far as specs goes, like I talked, it's definitely smooth. It will definitely get you where you need to be. So, is this phone a worthwhile upgrade? As far as I'm concerned, for about what, $150? Yeah. However, I want to do a comparison between it and the Stylo 6, which are currently the two of the hottest budget phones out right now. And yeah, so with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and quickly I want to thank you all for the 20,000 subscriber mark point. That's amazing. Let's keep it going. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.